Hey, this is Anthony with RevZilla. We watch, decide, and ride. Welcome to our detailed breakdown of the new TCX Street Ace Boots, available at RevZilla.com. Oh, TCX, you've done it again. This is the Street Ace, new for the fall of 16 going into 17. It is a replacement for the TCX X Street. Now this is a TCX X Street, and we've probably sold 10,000 of these. Not because we're good salesmen, because this is rock solid at around the $150 mark. One of the best riding sneakers, CE rated, waterproof, ever made. Yes, I used ever. We've been doing this for almost a decade. Now if I look at the Street Ace, the Street Ace is finally the iteration we've been looking for. Full grain leather, CE rated, and the style upgrades of this make it more subtle. Still getting the same amount of protection with better functionality, still full grain leather, but what you're not getting are some of these big raised TPRs. It looks less like a moto boot and more like a premium leather Euro-inspired sneaker that absolutely happens to cover the full gamut of moto functionality for a riding sneaker or a riding shoe. This is the waterproof version, and this is the anthracite Air version. So the Street Ace Air and the Street Ace WP. There's also a brown version of the WP version. So you're either buying waterproof or you're going full-on summer weight riding. I really like the direction they went with this, and I like the fact that the X Wave and the X Groove, which were meant to be successors to the original X Street, they were just €2. I liked them, but they weren't the US-inspired sneaker with the flavor of Italian inspiration that we were looking for. Now, quickly, from a fit standpoint, remember too, there's a ladies version. And I will tell you the price went up about 10 bucks this year. So again, we're still in this $150 range, but you're still blowing away so many other riding sneakers in this category. Now, fit-wise, it's American fit. It's Euro sizing, but again, the width and the way that it is constructed are going to work for the US market. They're designing for the US market, no issues there. Use the size chart, we'll ship for free over 39 bucks. And what I'd actually love for you to do is click our logo, subscribe to us at RevZilla on our YouTube channel, leave me your comments, your questions, your feedback on the new Street Ace, both perf and non, compared to the old X Street. And I want to hear if you like the upgrade more than I did. So getting into some of the other nuances here, notice the first thing, you're still getting the ankle protection, and TCX, instead of doing this big roundel with their logo, now they've muted it. And they've made it tonal and they've worked it in, and it's actually a TPR and it feels great. The leather actually feels better. It's the treatment of the leather. It has a supple hand to it, but again, it's full grain. You're not sacrificing on protection. So the other thing you're gonna notice too is look at the sole. The sole is actually a bit beefier, a little bit thicker, a little bit more functional for a motorcycle riding sole. I always looked at this guy for the side, and I love that everybody loved it so much, and I said, that's too narrow. It needs more sole to complement such a heavy duty muscular boot, even though it's going to be a sneaker. The only real gripe I have with this boot is they didn't do any reflectivity. There's not even a reflective pop on the back. But again, we'll talk through that in a second. The other thing to notice is look how it finishes. As it comes up here on the lateral side, you have your 3 eyelets, you have your red stylized eyelet. For this one, it always felt like it left room for improvement here, and that's the improvement we were looking for. You also have a suede patch running down the side with the eyelets. I do have a gripe here with the eyelet. I wish they were covered. I know they're going for the sneaker look, but flat laces exposed like that, some of you might find them every once in a while tangled in your controls, depending on how you ride and how aggressive you are. Again, that's a gripe, but that's a minor gripe when we really look at this boot. If I rotate it around to the back, you're going to see how the back stacks up. Again, a little bit more supple. And then the inside, notice, covered malleolus protector, covered malleolus protector. You didn't sacrifice anything by way of the protection element. So here's the old one, and this is like Shaquille O'Neal. This is massive. And here's the new one, the Street Ace, which takes this guy. We could play taps for it. It did us well. Motorcyclists loved it. We absolutely love it. I love it when a product is just that much of a juggernaut and everybody likes it for the same reasons, because it works. Congratulations, you've officially been retired. Now, back to the Street Ace on its own. Let's look at the perf version really quickly. I'm gonna pull it off its pedestal. Don't get mad at me, Ryan. If we look at it from the side, you're gonna see it's anthracite, it's perforated, comes in one color, and you're getting the gray laces. I actually think I like this one even better than the black one. This one's just flat out cool. And again, that's gonna flow air. And remember, there is the ladies version, but the men's version, the only other thing I didn't talk about here, I briefly mentioned it, notice there's a gaiter right there. That gaiter means it's waterproof to that height. So if you're touring, if you're riding, if you're sport commuting, however you wanna rock this guy, decent amount of protection. You know you're not really buying a boot, you're buying a sneaker, but it's beefier than you think, and it's gonna carry that waterproofing. And then if we look at the bottom here, the way that this all comes together, you're gonna see it is stiffer. It's giving you a 6, 6.5 on that stiff scale. That is going to give you more motor protection. Again, it's not going to feel like wearing a pair of Nikes. I think you could still ride it every day and walk around in it every day. And again, it's carrying the styling that you're expecting. TCX representing hardcore with your Italian flag right there on the tongue, but not getting in the way of the fact that it's really meant to go with a pair of designer jeans. When you're carrying that stilo into work or into the bar, you know what I mean. Next step in your journey is click the info button, desktop, mobile device, visit the product detail page at RevZilla.com, read other rider reviews of the new Street Ace from TCX. Shouldn't just take my word for it. Remember, you're looking for the WP waterproof version or the Air version, which is going to be perforated. As always, we'll ship for free over $39. If you want to talk to a gear geek, see us at RevZilla.com or 877-792-9455. Thanks for watching our detailed breakdown. Remember, subscribe to us at RevZilla on our YouTube channel. Stay up to date with our opinion on the latest and greatest in the moto universe. I'm Anthony. We'll see you next time.